Hey guys, it's Jay Stowe with the new Mr. Pandaria Mug Talents. This is from wowhead.com. The link is in the description below, so if you can't see it or you just want to follow along, feel free to click the link that is the source. So right now they have the talents. As most people know by now, the talent system's changed, and you get a talent every 15 levels, and it doesn't really doesn't matter what spec you are. So let's have a look at these talents. At level 15 you get Intuition. Your roll ability costs no energy and this effect becomes inactive for 15 seconds after use, so that's pretty crazy. Because the roll, I've seen the roll, it's pretty OP'd. You can also pick, what is it, Celerity? Your roll ability will move you at a slightly longer distance and at a slightly quicker speed. Now that's also pretty OP'd if you've seen the panda roll. And Momentum. Every time you roll you gain a stacking 10% movement buff, stacks up to 3 times, so that's pretty crazy too. So the first tier is all about rolls, so I'm just going to pick one of these rolls to unlock the next talent tree. So next talent tree, Mystery Talent. What the fuck? Alright, so they're missing a talent here. The next one is Ascendance, increases the amount of maximum chi by 1. Chi is the form of power that the monks use, so increase the maximum chi sounds like a pretty good idea. And Jinyu Cinder instantly restores all your chi. So instead I'm just going to take Ascendance because that's actually passive, so that sounds pretty good. Right, next ability we get at level 45, Deadly Reach, your paralysis ability, now usable from 40 yards away, so that's pretty crazy. Charging Ox Wave, a Mighty Ox Efigi. I don't know if I even said that word right, sorry about that. Efigi. Rushes toward the target and stunning all the enemies within the path for 3 seconds. When the Ox reaches the enemy, they and all enemies within 5 yards knock back short distance. So that's a pretty cool knockback right there. And we got Leg Sweep. Sweep the leg. You knock down all enemies within 5 yards, effectively stunning them for 6 seconds. So this whole entire tree is all about the stun, what stun you want. So I'm going to pick the Ox because that sounds pretty cool. Now at 60 we get, what is this word? I'm so bad at words. Bengil. You know, I'm not even going to bother saying the word. But this spell, when attacked, your movement speed is increased by 3%, and you cause all nearby enemies to move at 3% reduced speed within 8 yards for 3 seconds. This effect can stack up to 6 times. Being attacked from behind causes 2 stacks instead of 1. So that's pretty insane for PvP. So every time you get attacked, you gain speed while the enemy loses speed. So that's pretty crazy. And that's also passive too. So that sounds pretty OP. Dematerialize, you escape your physical form, dematerializing into either increasing your chance to dodge by 100% and providing immunity against magic damage and harmful effects for 3 seconds. So that's basically a oh shit button, you know, you press that and you can't be hit by almost anything. Tiger's Lust. Tiger Blood. That's what it probably was going to be called. Instantly clears the target of all immobilizing and movement impairing effects and increases their movement speed by 70% for 6 seconds. So that's basically another oh shit button. So all these spells mostly seem more like for PvP, so I'm gonna pick the weird one that I can't say because that one seems pretty cool. Next, at 75 we have Ring of Peace. Forms a sanctuary around you, causing all enemies to be unable to attack or cast harmful spells within it. So that's pretty good for PvP and PvE. That's kind of like the Druid, what is it, the solar, I forgot what it's called, the beam of light that comes down and you can't cast in it. Basically the same thing as that. Rushing Jade Wind. You encase the friendly or enemy target in a whirling Jade Tornado, become immune to all damage and healing, and traveling at a quick speed and a distance in front of you. So, I guess, I'm not sure how that works, but I'm assuming it's basically CC, but when you cast the wind it goes in a straight line and just grabs whatever it can. Otherwise, the other thing I'm thinking of is it grabs the enemy and then the tornado just moves in a random direction forward and moves the enemy away, which would be pretty crazy, but I'm not exactly sure what that does. Chi Cocoon. Cases the target in a cocoon of chi energy, healing them 5% of their total health every 5 seconds, and causing them to be immune to all harmful damaging effects. On the cocoon, the target moves at 50% reduced speed and is unable to attack or cast spells. So this is basically like a Shadow Priest, the Shadow, what is it, the Dispersion. So basically you take less damage, I mean, it doesn't say you take less damage, but you get more heals, but you move at reduced speed, so it's basically almost the same. So I'm just going to take Ring of Peace. And at level 90, where you get your last talent, you get Chi Bind, not blind. Bind yourself to your target statue with the tethered Chi energy, causing any friend or foe caught on its path to take X amount of damage or Y amount of healing. So, the stats aren't here yet, but pandas use a statue. Each panda spec has its own different statue, so basically this is giving your statue a buff. Next one is Chi Spear. You summon a ball of Chi energy, dealing damage and healing all targets within its path within 60 yards. While it's traveling, you can discharge the spear, dealing the damage and healing to all targets at the current location and reducing and increasing all targets' movement speeds by 70% for 3 seconds. But canceling the spear, it looks like, I don't know if this is a typo, it just ends with but canceling the spear. So basically, you're summoning a ball of Chi energy, you can detonate it as it's moving whenever you want, and it basically buffs your friends and destroys your enemies. And last one, Chi Torpedo. Torpedo a distance in front of you, dealing 1 damage to all enemies and 1 healing all allies in your path. Yay, 1 damage. That's so OP. So that's probably still work on it. So I thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, thumbs it up. Sub for more Mr. Pandaria content and also current WoW add-ons. I like to do add-on videos too. And also thanks to MoP Champion. Herpeter. Thanks to Wowhead for compiling this information together. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.